Buckle up, Buttercup. Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
Good morning, Gloucester. It's October.
It's October.
October.
You can turn the calendar.
It's October. We're getting closer to. I'm under 100 days until my vacation.
Oh, you're down.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of birthday month.
No, I don't care. My birthday's. I don't care.
Oh,
I do care.
well, it's somebody else.
My number one day. My number one day is when I get freedom from this place. That's my number. I dream about not having a big dream. Amy, we're at the dock. Yeah. So Pat is here with donning her Pat D's photos garb. Jimmy as well, wearing his Pat D's photo, fuchsia. We call it fuchsia, right?
We do.
We're going with fuchsia.
Okay.
And we are having a super special event. I hope all you guys come down to visit us today. As soon as we're done here, we're going to set up our pop-up at the top of the hill at Captain Joe and Sons, 95 East Main Street. We're going to have a fire pit. We're going to have mulled cider.
But most important, Gloucester apparel and Pat D's photos.
And Pat D's photos, yeah. We're going to have stuff to sell, including Pat's awesome photos, her night lights, her flags are big seller.
Menu. And no cards and glass prints and playing cards and just all kinds of stuff. Some fun stuff.
All kinds of fun stuff. I'll have these in all sizes. We already got a bunch of orders last night.
Yeah.
I want to say these run on the smaller side. So
They're not real on the smaller side, just like.
Yeah, but so I always bounce between large and extra large. And in this, I wear an extra large. So if you come down, you can try them on. And I have sizes from small all the way up to 4X. So should fit just about anybody. And we're going to have hats. But I'm really excited just for the community aspect of it, of like everybody hanging out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do some hot dogs, but definitely do some the mulled cider, pack up mulled cider, get cups and everything. Yeah. Who we got with us was Joanne Wood, Robert and Spanks, the swingers from the Villages, the STD capital of the United States, in Florida. Paula Ryan O'Brien.
It's always a beautiful day in the Villages.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Robert and Spanks, you see that we put up your sign that you gave us.
Kind of backwards, but it works.
Yeah, it works. Paula Ryan O'Brien. I drove. I bet that she was supposed to say I almost drove out this morning for the pop-up. Oh, that would have been great. Kathy Barlow, also from New York. Barbara Murch, liked and shared. Amy and Scooney Boo was still sleeping. Oh, he's playing hockey? Scooney Boo was playing hockey?
No, he went to a hockey game. I think it's his first.
Oh, wow. I bet she loved that.
Yeah.
Kathy says she wishes she could be there. We have prizes. We're going to go to camera 2 when Pat is done. And so we got some big prizes. So we have oh, wow, your camera's backwards, Pat. She'll flip it. But that's the dipshit from sponsored by Pauline's Gifts, our good friends at Pauline's Gifts. You mix that up, I don't know, with sour cream, is it? That you mix that with? And it makes a fantastic dip for football today. Patriots at 4. I can't beat that. So we're going to bring whoever wins, we're going to bring these up to the pop-up. So you can pick up your prize at the pop-up. Gloucester koozie that's with the lobsters on it from Lobster Trap Gifts. Enza's donated that. LobsterTrapGifts.com.
Really cool for October. This is perfect.
Yes, Machaca, those baseball tees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
I think that'll fit just a lot of people. Oh, Sarah Gray just joined us. She promised that she's going to come see us today. She's one of our favorites.
So listen, Machaca, people have been talking about that. That they see a dumpster in front and they're going, "What's going on?" And they're asking us. We were out yesterday and people just came right up to us and said, "What's the scoop? What do you know?" So what we know is Machaca's not going anywhere. They're just kind of doing some work on the
No,
outside.
they're not doing the work.
Oh,
They're gutting out the old timers or Mitch's. I think it was Mitch's,
Oh.
and Sugar Mags is going there. That's why the dumpster's there.
oh,
They're not
right.
doing work at Machaca. They're doing work at Mitch's
Oh,
across
okay.
from Minglewood.
I thought
But-
Machaca was doing some work on the inside.
No, it's the dumpster is for.
Oh.
They're renovating that to be the new Sugar Mags.
Oh,
Because Sugar Mags had that flood.
Mhm.
And oh wait, maybe it is though.
I think they're closed.
So Mike
I'm looking
Ancevic
at
says
right
he's
now.
redoing the floor. So Machaca's closed.
We will be closed Monday, October 2nd. We're hoping to be back and running on the 3rd.
Okay,
Their Facebook page.
so I don't know if because they've had that the dumpster's been out there for about 2 months, and so we don't know for sure if maybe it is Machaca, but maybe it is
Right.
Sugar Mags. In
Right.
either case, both places are awesome spots.
yeah.
And I was talking to the guys down at Castaways. We go to Castaways for coffee in the mornings, and we're talking about the restaurants opening and how all these the more restaurants, it seems like it builds on each other. Like it isn't so much competition. It's like it lifts all of them because
Mhm.
Gloucester becomes like a destination. Pat McNally's with us. My beautiful wife Kate is with us. Camille De Pesa is with us.
We
Hi,
can
Camille.
pay her.
Yep.
Who says it was great to meet you guys at the
Yeah.
Elks, fellow Elk. Sarah Gray shared it. Ed College shared it. We appreciate it when you share it because more people hear about it. And we really want to get a lot of. We want it. Ideally, I'd love to see a lot of our GloucesterCast friends at the pop up enjoying some
That
mulled
would be
cider.
fun.
Yeah, and we're providing cider. I don't think it's illegal if you bring your own rum to put in the cider. I'm not saying you should do that. Shouldn't do that. We're not checking anybody's things, but we're not providing any booze. But we'll have hot malt cider.
Did someone say rum, Pat?
Pat McNally, Grace Masseri-Skoll is with us. Pauline Bresnahan. Pauline ordered 4 of these, so I'm going to have these there in all the different sizes. These are the Gloucester Fishing, really quarter zips.
Sure.
Yeah, you have that other picture. So here's another couple of our friends that bought some. Dee Noble and Martha each bought their. So this picture is at the rum line, and they each bought one of these, and they love them. So Dee sent me this picture. I didn't ask her to, and they both showed up at the same time with these without talking to each other. So that's No, you did a great job. Fantastic job. On point, Pat.
No, the picture. She was making the picture better, Joe, because
That's
sometimes you.
cropped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's why I complimented her. Oh, Pauline. I hope I didn't mess up Pauline because she got those for Christmas gifts. Hopefully, no one else is watching. Yikes. There's that. Later on, we're going to have Susan Lavasco and Sue Muse with Friends for Friends. And they are, what do they do? Putting gift baskets together or something? We'll find out more later on. They're going to come on at the 10:45, not 9:45 hour. And we have some other topics that we're going to talk about. So we should probably talk about some of the local community things that first. We'll get these right out of the way. Hometown Hockey Exchange. Kristen Michelle sent me this, and John Churchill. They're having this. I'll put the graphic up right here. Hometown Hockey Exchange. The goal of Hometown Hockey Exchange is to provide free, not for a charge, free used hockey equipment to local families on Cape Ann. As we know, hockey is a very expensive sport for families to begin with. They are passionate about hockey, and we want to remove the obstacle of expensive gear and traveling over the bridge to find out what you need. Follow us on Facebook and see what we have available. We also accept used gear in good condition to pass on to people who need it. So they have a Facebook page, and Pat's going to put the link up to that if you want to get involved in that. I know, like, at the age where kids generally play hockey, they're growing like weeds.
Yeah.
So generally there's hockey gear kicking around people's houses that if you want to help out a family that could use it, it's a great way to help out the community. So there's that.
Yeah, that's I know in field hockey, my 6th to 7th grade, they have grown so much that they have to get bigger equipment, and that's like of a shock to the parent, because they kind of thought, well, for 6th to 7th, we can have the same equipment. They'll go, but some of them so I can understand that with hockey that.
Can we get a field hockey update? You've won several now, right?
Well,
what's the record now?
Okay,
O'Malley Field Hockey, Coach Jim.
Well, currently we're 4-2. We hit in October. We have we have 10 games left in October. We have 3 this week. 2 are home, and we're just trying to put it all together and just keep working toward learning the game, seeing what's out there in the field, making choices when someone's when they're coming at you for defense or what have you. What choice do you make? What can you do? And that's what we're trying to work on right now. And so far, things are, they're a good group. They want to learn. They're out there working hard. And I got 35 girls, and they're all there.
35 girls. And last year, you had how many wins?
I had 3.
3 wins.
Year.
And you're at 4 now.
I had like 7 ties.
7 ties. But you have 4 wins now.
I have 4 wins.
And how many games are left in the season?
10.
10. So you considerably better. Every year you've been a coach there, you've brought the program up. And we got comments we got comments this week talking that you guys went to the Rockport game, and there were comments from Ed Courier saying that the team looked like a serious threat, and they were regimented, and he said to Lauren Riley that wow, what a feeder program you have, and that's a testament to what you've instilled in these girls.
Well, they want to play, and I'm excited, and I thank all the parents do for all the support and all the help getting the kids there and getting the equipment when they need it and everything else. So
good morning, Nita Margarita.
Oh yeah,
nice. We had Scotty on at Minglewood.
Yeah,
nice to see him come back.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a fire pit up at our pop up right after this. We're gonna set up for the pop up. We could use a hand if anybody wants to come down and help us setting up. But anybody that likes to play with fire. I'm a big fire guy.
Yeah.
But I also have to be. I'm a big fire guy. I mean, I think Jimmy apparently is not a big fire guy, because we talked about having the fire pit. All right. And I said, Jimmy, and he says, I got wood. I got the wood, the firewood covered. And it's going to go from 10:30 to 2 p.m. And this is what Jimmy brought down for firewood, saying that he was going to have it all covered. 4 pieces of firewood. And I said, Jim, apparently you're not a fire guy, because that's going to last about maybe 45 minutes. So I went and I went home and I filled up the back of the pickup truck. So we're going to have plenty of firewood. I'll be right down. I'll be right there. Right here, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Right here. Oh, you know what you could do? You can double click on the Sazy report if you want.
Oh yeah, we can do that. All right. Okay, he's out now. Okay, he's out now. So let me tell you what really. When we were sitting there, we were working on all our plans. Joey said, I want to bring the fire pit. He has that metal fire pit. Maybe if you go back to a couple of Good Morning Gloucesters, you see that he unboxed it, and he had a fire in his deck, and it's a beautiful thing, one of those silver things. So he went out and he said, make sure we have some wood. And I said, yeah, I have some wood. I can bring what I have left.
No.
Left.
See, I went out. He thought he was going to get away with it. No. I said, I got the firewood. Don't worry about it. I'm going to bring the firewood. if
And now
if-
it's going to decision.
if I didn't bring down, if he didn't do it yesterday and bring those 4 little pieces of firewood down, and then I came down here today, then we would have been out of wood in about 45 minutes. Thank God it was yesterday, so I could plan, and I went home and loaded up.
Yeah.
Not a fire guy.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
I think that, and I also think that being a fire guy it's some kind of caveman instinct thing.
Mm.
Like, because I love barbecue. I love managing fire temperatures with the vents. You know how you barbecue, hot and fast, low and slow. So
I see Chris put that up, and I can see right now Chris has got his head, his hand up here, and he's going.
Hey, that's Chris
No,
Lagakanakanopolis.
he's going, Jimmy. He's doing one of those.
Because they are fire pit people. So Chris Lagakanakanopolis and Jamie Matheson, big fire pit people. They have one right on their deck over there, right across Cripple Cove.
Thank you, Chris.
What is he laughing at?
Thank you, Chris.
Jimmy's wood burns longer than most guys. Oh, I don't know. Well, Pat could answer on that one.
Wow.
So there's that.
From Feel Lucky Coach to Wood Guy.
And now we're going to talk about the Man of Honor report.
Oh, we're not going to stop.
The Men of Honor. We're going to get this out of the way, Joe. We're going to get this out of the way now. So we're at Minglewood taping the other day, and we got reports that they actually started to ticket people. Like, people started to get tickets around town. Like, they figured out the whole meter thing, that you have to do the app and everything. So Jimmy, thankfully, texts me while I was still in, breaking down and talking to Zach after our Minglewood podcast. He says, "Jesus Christ!" He goes, "You better get out to your car. I got a ticket. I'm only 2 minutes past. Jesus, she could have not given me a ticket. I'm only 2 minutes late." And to which I said, let's see if he gives it the accurate description now. Or if he gives the Jimmy report, or if he gives the accurate.
Said, man up. You were wrong. You were wrong. And he's right. He's right. I was wrong. And
it's not the meter maid's fault. That if you ran out of your time.
Yep.
And you get a ticket, I don't care if it's 1 minute, 5 minutes, a half hour. It's not the meter maid's fault that you got a ticket.
I just became human for a couple of seconds
and
looked for a ticket. I get in my car and there's a ticket on my windshield. I did not turn around and say, you know what? I am wrong. She is right. I should have gotten that ticket.
That's what I do.
That's not the first thing that
that's what comes to my mind. I've trained myself that way.
Okay.
Because I say, you know what? I go, that's on me. It's on me.
I said that after I kind of went, yep, I got this, and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at the ticket because honestly, I've never received one, so I don't even know what it looks like.
Oh wow!
So I'm looking at it, reading it, and I was praying that they had the wrong plate number or something. I was looking at it and going, nope, that's me and everything.
So I do appreciate you letting me know, because I ran out and I re-upped mine. But I was so confused. I'm still confused on what the actual rules are. So I put 2 hours on the meter yesterday, where in the Castaways lot, and then because I met Madeline and Kate for dinner at Minglewood, and then I was going to the Oktoberfest down at Maritime Heritage.
Different zone.
So I was like, but I did it with the app, so they know that I still have time. Do I have to redo it?
We did the same.
Yeah.
Do you know for sure, or are you guessing?
Yeah.
They're different zones.
See, I was afraid it wasn't going to let me park again in a different zone when I still had time in the previous zone, but it did. So
okay.
if you're in a different zone,
different zone you have to repay.
Yes.
So I wasn't sure. And then we went to Stones after the Oktoberfest.
Yes.
And then I was in a different zone.
Right.
And I always put I always do it for the 85 cents. I don't know what that one is.
It's like
It was
an hour
like
and a half,
$3. I was into it for like $2.70 for park, $2.85 for parking. Dang.
Well, it is true because it was a 2-hour limit, and it's a little hard to squeeze the whole podcast
It's
prep and takedown in just 2 hours.
thanks. Thank you
Robert
so
and
much.
S. Banks. Robert and S. Banks. No, put
No.
the comment back up, please. Okay, thank you, Pat. Are you going to contribute to paying Jim D parking ticket? Seems that would be nice.
No.
Robert and S. Banks, always, without fail, team Pat and Jimmy, and not on team ball busting. They're not on team ball busting.
And that's okay.
And that's
We need
no.
all sorts of women.
It takes all kinds. It takes all kinds. Kathy Barlow likes the app. Julie Shoebridge, which we saw at Stone. Julia, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Heard that with us. Brenda Grimes Davis shared it. I want to go. Michael Bertolino, Annie Rochon's with us. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I'd like to go Barbara Murch. I'd like to go back to Pat because for all the people that are just joining us now, I want Pat's going to go back through. If you share the podcast, because we have 3 great prizes. Hold on, I'm going to turn the mic towards you, Pat.
Okay. Yeah.
See if that works.
The dipshit from Pauline's. It is mix it with sour cream, and it's dip for vegetables. This stuff is yummy. I've had it several times. So that's prize number 1, the dips. Prize number 2 is the koozie, the lobster koozie from
Enza.
Lobster
Trap Gifts.
Lobster Trap Gifts. And the third prize, we have 3 prizes today, is a large baseball. I'm having such trouble today. Machaca t-shirt with the baseball style shirts.
There you go. You got a bunch of people.
Yeah.
A bunch of people just shared it. Very nice. How many shares do we have now?
Now we're at 12 with Nita Margarita.
With Nita Margarita. Oh, so wait. So we have 14 because we have Julie Shoebridge and Linda Jerome Tutman. I like it.
Hey, I just want to close up on that parking thing. She's the meter maid there. She's doing a great job, and she's doing her job. It just, I think I reacted
You're
like
frustrated.
other people.
You're frustrated, which is understandable.
You get in your car and there's this ticket sitting there, and again, I don't know anybody that sees a ticket on their window and just go, "Yep,
That's on me."
Yeah.
I do.
Well,
how many people?
I've got to learn.
How many people? Well, I want to hear from our viewers. How many people completely accept, if you got a ticket that it's on you? I'm not. This isn't a brag or anything. I just do. I just you know what? This is on me. I should know better.
My first reaction after that was I got you and just say, "You better move your car. They're coming after you."
No, and I appreciate that. But I had time because I went out there. Yes. I still had time on my thing. Ed College. Sorry, Jimmy Joey wins this one. It isn't a competition. I'm just curious what people's mindsets are when it comes to this.
Yeah.
I'm just totally curious what people's mindset are.
Sure.
Are they screw that meter maid, or geez, I screwed up?
And Joey, the thing is, when I'm coaching and the official makes some calls, I'm not one to go out there and start giving the official a hard time when the call comes in, or if the kids start doing it, I'm the one that turns around and saying, "No, that call was me."
Personal responsibility.
Yeah.
Mike Gansevic says, "I accept it, but it's been very sporadic. The town is currently trained to not worry about paying." That's what we're here for right now.
So,
we're letting you know now is the time. You can pay those meters. I don't want you to get it. Let's see. Annie Roshan says, "I messed up getting a tea and got one at 9:02 a.m. It's on me and it won't happen again." So 9:02. So you get 20 minutes free parking, but you still have, but you don't get 20 free minutes of free parking if you don't. You still have to check in on the app.
Yeah.
Julie Schubert says, "I take full responsibility. It's on me." So there's that.
Yeah.
Just something to think about.
Yeah.
Get the app.
It's
the
listen.
Flowbird app.
Old dog, new tricks. Yep. Guess what? I can.
I would love to have actually Julie Bro on. She's the meter maid, and which I grew up with playing tag and stuff in the East Gloucester neighborhood. So there's that. Our friend Faye at Shore Nutrition is having a stretch lab on Tuesday from 10 to 1. We have a graphic Pat's going to put up, but they're going to give free 15-minute one-on-one stretches. You need to sign up for it though. You can go, but they're highly recommending you register. And this is something I had been talking about for probably 3 years now, that like I wish that there was like I think I said the same thing to our friend at the YMCA. Why am I spacing on her name? Arena McWilliams. That I just feel like as I get older that I'm just so tight, that I just wish that I could go someplace and not massage, but like learn stretches. And actually, my wife Kate taught me some phenomenal stretches that have helped me. Like instead of going like 3 times a year, like throwing out my back because of tightness, like maybe it's just down to 1, and I just have to be vigilant about stretching. But I'm excited about this opportunity to learn more.
I don't really know how you're doing it, because getting down here the hours that you do that you're getting here, and with the weather being right now changing and lifting those crates and everything else, I honestly, Joey, I don't know why you're.
It's tough, but it's actually the toughest when I'm out of shape in the spring from all the time off I have in the spring, and then the season really kicks in midsummer, and I'm not in shape yet.
Right.
So I mean, it'd be a lot better for me if I just worked out in the winter. Annie Rochat says, I go to Stretch Med in Winchester. Flex spending account can be used. So that's a thing. So these places, as the population gets older, all the baby boomers and everything, it's probably like, I was talking about it, not even realizing that these things were out there. But there's not really one in Gloucester. This one, I forget where this one's based out of, but they're going to do a pop-up at Shore Nutrition. Our friends at Shore Nutrition. Oh, great. So you can, that link you can, Annie says, so Annie obviously really likes it. She says, we need one up here, because she would totally go. Kate says she left her phone at home last week, which means her debit card was left behind. Meter didn't take change and she risked it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's another thing. So, oh yeah, you have to either have, so if you have to have your credit card, those meters don't take change.
They take bills, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, and she did. So a lot of people, a lot of younger people don't walk around with cash.
Right.
Why?
Yeah. So yeah,
It's a little bit different. I think Rockport meters, they take the change. So I think people get a little confused. They come out here and they think it's the same meter. And
Rockport's brutal for tickets. I got 220. Kate and I got a $225 ticket. We parked in front of a church that, like, there was a sign, like there was all cars parked all up along there, but like at certain time it goes from you can park here to not park here, and we were downtown. We got towed. It was like the fine was off, like crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. Again, on me. So that
yeah.
Oh, some do take change. It's interesting. Be prepared, people. You're warned. You are warned. Cape Ann Plein Air, October 8th to 15th. That's coming up. Next week, that's coming up. That's a big thing.
And we got Magtoberfest.
Magtoberfest on October 8th is jam-packed. Jam-packed. That the cardboard boat races in Magnolia, Magtoberfest, which what did I say? Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. Manchester for the cardboard boat races. Great place to go. Magnolia Legion. Manchester Legion. Magtoberfest. The pictures that we got last year, and they're going to have the beer tent and the booze wagon and music and the car show. And Warren reached out to you.
Yeah, Warren reached out and he was asking questions, and it sounds like he's got a few that he's moving some of his cars to storage, but he's still got a few laying around. He says, I think it might find its way. And we're hoping we're hoping he can do that and come on out.
Yeah, car show.
Yeah, I mean, classic cars. People are writing in saying, I've got this car. Would this be fine? And we're answering back, yep, come on down.
And you're looking to expand it. You had like 30 cars last year. You're
Yeah.
looking for 50 this year.
Yeah, well, we're looking for 50, being the safe side, and then go from there. Again, the big parking lot behind the 525 off of Ocean Avenue. And the beauty is there's a bus that CATA buses are pulling up to bring people to it. They're going to pull up on Ocean Avenue and drop people off right by the car show. So that means everybody can walk through the car show to get to Lexington.
Great idea.
So that was a great thing that they're going to do this year. So because that's super, and so that's another added thing. To have people come in and look at the cars and then go over and see Lexington, and go over then into the library center to go to the fair, another Maker's Mark.
My mother joined us. Bob, we have great prizes today. You should share the podcast because we have great prizes today. What was I going to say? I was just going to say something. There's a right now currently that's going on at Three Lanterns is their end of season sale. Everything store wide is on sale in the recreational, not the commercial side, but the recreational side. Everything's on sale, minimum 10%, up to 50% off, and it's going through Columbus Day. Yeah, I'll run the video with.
Yes, there should be two of them.
There you go. Little promo right there for them. Our good friends over there.
I want to put Michael Ansovic said that it was really epic last year, the Magtoberfest. Bummed because we have to travel this week, so we're gonna have to miss it. But I'm calling that approved. That's a triple banana approved by Michael Ansovic about the Magtoberfest.
So Annie Roshan is saying, "Is our pop up today?" I'm wondering if is she messing with us? Because we didn't talk about it enough. Maybe she got on late and she didn't hit.
Or if she may ask, what's the address? You see,
95 East Main Street. There you go. Right here at the Captain Jones Sons. We're gonna have a fire pit. We're gonna have hot mulled cider. Feel free to bring your own libations that you can add. Some things go good with mulled cider. We're not providing anything that goes good with mulled cider, but you may want to bring mulds up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Annie got on late. That's why. Yeah, today's the pop up, Annie. We'd love to see you. I think there's a lot of other people are going to be coming down to say hi too. It's going to be kind of a hangout type of thing. And if we have anybody that likes to manage fire, because Jimmy's not a fire management guy, we're going to have a Weber fire pit, good sized fire pit we've got plenty of nice dry firewood. We'd love for you to come and manage the fire pit. If someone wants to bring s'mores, we could do s'mores.
Please come and teach.
I didn't get stuff for s'mores, but I thought about that. I should have got.
Do this again.
I think so too. Oh, and we're gonna unveil our signs today.
Oh,
Pop-up signs. Yeah, right. They're gonna be on the street, so you'll be able to see it. If you drive down East Main Street, past where the old Bowley's was, if you don't know what Captain Joe and Sons is, 95 East Main Street, then you'll look for our signs. So there's that. Kate says Three Lanterns. When we just did that promo for Three Lanterns, says that's Connor's favorite place. It's like Disney World to him. I think a lot of people feel that way. Fishermen spend money on fishing stuff.
Yeah,
like I spend money on grills and like electronic gadgets.
Yep.
Some fishing guys spend money on fishing gear.
I can see that.
Speaking of, if you have a fisherman in your life, one of these awesome quarter zips, just saying, they're going to be available all the way up to size 4X.
I'll be there.
Nina Testaverde is with us. Nice to see you with us. I haven't seen her name for a while. Great to hear from you.
Yeah.
Barbara Murch. Barbara used to work at Captain Joe's. Stop it. Did you work with Barbara Grimes Davis and Ginny and Claudia? Wow, that's awesome. Barbara Murch, one of our regulars, used to work down here, packing whiting, I bet, with my father and my grandfather.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Probably in the pot that's fallen.
What?
Honestly,
You're failing today
he
here.
can't help himself. There's that. So who among us has turned on the heat at their house? Pat, starting with you. Yes or no? Pat's hand just went up. Pat has turned the heat on. Jimmy, obviously, you share an abode. A
commode.
A commode and an abode.
Yeah.
Who of our viewers, who of you have turned on your heat, or do you have a special date that you refuse to go and turn your heat on before that date? I, down the wharf here, turned it on Monday when it was 46 degrees when we got to work, and I wasn't dressed properly. Man of honor, I failed. The dampness and the cold and the cool, and we had a bait truck, and it took me 3 hours to unload the bait truck, and I was just so raw unloading the bait truck. Julie Shoebridge, not before November 1st. Paula Ryan O'Brien, not before November 1st. Annie Rochon, fireplace. Oh, big. See, Annie Rochon and Steve, her husband, probably could manage the fire for us, Jim, if they're coming down.
I would like to learn.
Mike Ansvik turned it on at 63.
Kicked on it.
Oh, it kicked it on. There you go. Brenda Grimes, fun times at Captain Joe's and great bosses. Brenda Grimes Davis talking about my dad, my uncle, and my grandfather.
Oh yeah.
Not full furnace, but small room heater for Pat McNally. Nina Testaverde Goodick. We had used our fireplace the past week or so. Fireplace, I'll tell you something, nothing better than a fireplace.
Just take that.
Fireplace or a wood burning stove with the glass front.
Mm-hmm.
The absolute best on a cold day. It's football season, football weather. It's like one of the pleasures of one of the, if you could take anything away from losing summer, especially after the miserable summer we had weather-wise, you can take that, right? Anita Margarita, also in the camp of not before November 1st. Barbara Murch, I turned it on one day last week because she has pets. She was thinking of the pets. Mm-hmm. So not only so I turned it on down here because I was cold, freezing cold from being outside. Yeah. My wife, my beautiful wife, Kate, who, if you're looking to buy or sell real estate, she's the girl for you. She has refused to not put the air conditioning on at night. We actually, it's in the 50s outside, and she wants air conditioning on in our bedroom. We have the splits, so you can just do our bedroom. Mm-hmm. And it baffles me, but my number one priority is keeping my beautiful wife, Kate, happy. So I don't argue with her. I just let her have her way. She said,
wanted that too. All the time.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of being cold. Mike Ancevic says, totally agree. Wood stove is the way to go for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or pellet stove. A lot of people do pellets.
I'm not doing pellets this year. Oh. I'm not turning on my pellet stove this year because the cost of pellets. I buy the place that I bought pellets, and it was a reasonable deal. Yeah. I haven't checked the big box stores, but I tried to do local, and the local guy went kind of crazy. It would cost more to heat with pellets, and you have the work involved with doing the pellets and the cleaning of the stove. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to use my splits this year. That's the plan anyway, unless there's some sale on pellets that I can get them for a reasonable price. But I'm not going to pay more to use pellets. It's not going to happen. Yeah. Which really I always like that. Pat, someone down there?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, we got Sue Lavasco's with us. There's that. Oh, we'll have her try those too.
Oh, sure.
We'll do those. Oh, so we need another chair, and Pat's going to readjust the. We'll push this one out. Pat, you gotta adjust that camera. Pat, is there something I need to address over there? Are they frail? Do they need help?
Mobility issues, yeah.
I'll go help.
Oh,
Jimmy,
okay.
why don't you go help?
Yep, I'm going.
And you may want to get the camera
Yep.
so that bad knee issue.
Yes.
We have some guests coming in. Sue Lavasco, and is there another? And Sue Muse from Friends for Friends. Hey, Sue Muse. How are you? Come sit right over here. What do you mean, how do I know it was you? Huh?
My name.
It's in the show notes.
Uh,
On Point Pat has the show notes put together. And hey, Sue, how are you? Come on over here. Yep. So Sue, sit right here.
Okay.
And you sit right there, and you're gonna come in tight because we're on camera right now.
She's the one. Oh, are you live?
We're live. I'm waiting for you to come on in and sit down and make yourself comfortable.
And I'll scooch in next to.
Slide that chair right in tight. This is fantastic.
Way,
You
that's
found your
awesome.
way up here.
We did. We did.
And what are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about a new nonprofit that we just became.
In February.
Yep. We've been doing this for a long time. It's a nonprofit that provides comfort bags to people who are undergoing chemotherapy, basically in the city of Gloucester. Not to everybody, but we donate a couple bags every month to Addison Gilbert Chemotherapy Infusion Unit. And we also give bags to people that we become aware of through friends, through members of the board.
Right.
And can I show you?
Please do. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
All right, so these are the bags,
Oh, nice.
and we put
Friends for Friends. It's a
Friends for Friends is the name of the.
Do you guys have a
Not
Facebook?
Facebook.
Do you have a Facebook link?
We do have a Facebook link, but it's under businesses, so we're gonna try to get it
Oh, that's cool.
on the regular.
Pat
Now,
will find that.
If you hand that to Pat for a second.
Friends for Friends came about from, we did the Relay
Okay.
for Life for many, many years, from 2007
We did it for 10 years.
through 2017.
Yeah.
Raised over $100,000. And
That's no joke.
in that 10-year period, we were donating bags to people because some of the members of our team had cancer while we were doing all this.
So you give that, so people will receive that bag.
They'll receive this bag, and in it has blankets,
Ooh.
Wow.
a mug, a journal, so they can write down
What they're going through.
what they're going through,
Oh, wow.
or appointments.
Yeah.
A gift card to help with transportation, gas, meals, whatever they need. Socks, knitted hats. There's a lot of different items that go in it, but we just wanted to bring up.
And a few things that we were told that cancer patients, this helps them go when they're going through biotine. There's creams, there's other things that we were told through cancer patients that this would be helpful if we could get
Wow.
these. So we keep adding to the bag.
If people wanted to help you guys and donate or
Yeah.
whatever, do you have is there a link?
We have a Venmo link,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Friends for Friends,
At Friends for Friends.
or
Yeah.
they can mail a check to Friends for Friends to 24
South Street in Rockport, Massachusetts, 01966.
To 24.
South Street in Rockport, Mass.
Very nice. We're getting some great content. Brenda Grimes Davis says, both friends of mine. Hi, Sue and Sue.
Yes, yep.
My mom, obviously, huge fan of you guys. Hi, Sue. You and your friend Sue are awesome for doing this. Barbara Murch says, that is so nice of both of you ladies. And there it is. Pat put up the Venmo, friends,
Thank you.
and the address where you can send the money.
And you can also, if you know of somebody who's in the need of a bag, contact us and we'll make sure that we get one out to them.
So you can put out, if you want to put out our email, mine is stmuse@gmail.com.
How do you spell Muse? So Pat gets it right.
MUISE.
And I'm sjlavasco@gmail.com.
Really sweet work you guys are doing.
Thank you.
So we're raising money and getting the word out. This is a great venue to get the word out because, as you know, it's difficult with marketing and we're trying to keep costs down
Yeah.
so we can put the money. All of the money goes to
into the bags.
We're not taking pay. We
No.
have a board of
Of a board of 11 people. Yeah.
Carla Benjamin, my girls. There you go. You guys got a lot of fans out there.
I'm telling you, these are that help people get that bag, and
Mhm.
it's beautiful.
Well, when
It-
they're
it's
going
warm.
through chemo, it's cold. So
Right.
we give them a blanket. There's also a
Tea.
pillow, a
Oh,
pillow
tea.
that we have for those that are going through breast cancer. There's a spot where you have to put your arm, and the pillow is in the shape of a heart, and when you can put it under your armpit, and it's much more comfortable. The ones that they give you when you're going through it at the hospital, it's a blown up plastic thing. So
Oh.
we've been told that these pillows have been life
big hit.
savers.
Oh, wow.
Big hit, so
Barbara Merch, I've written down the address. Expect a check from me soon. She said.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I think you're thinking of everything. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful.
thank you.
Especially the journal.
Yeah.
I think it's so important to make them right.
Write down their feelings, but
Mhm.
appointments, have somebody go to the appointment with them so that they can write down the information the doctor gives them. Because people get very nervous and they don't always hear it all when they're getting
Mhm.
news appointments.
Oh, especially
tests
I'm one of
outcomes.
those people that when I go to the doctors, I'd like, and you're supposed to like take notes of what they're saying.
And
Like it really is. This is a great idea to have that journal, so you can like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, or this is what I'm supposed to take when I'm supposed to take these medications, or these are the stretches I'm supposed to do, or whatever it happens to be. But like honestly,
That's totally normal.
You know,
It
Joey,
is.
they have that TV show, I forget which one it is, but they say you have a golden ticket and they hit it. This is a golden ticket. Joey, put up 3 bananas for me.
oh, there you go. You guys
This
are
is
getting
definitely-
this is we rank things when and this is a
This is
triple
a triple.
the triple banana. It's called Jimmy. That's good.
Just to let you know, I come from a background of nursing. I've been an LPN for 44 years. Still do a little private thing. And Sue obviously comes from banking,
right.
from Bank
For
Gloucester.
45
So
years.
when we retired, we talked about what can
Mhm.
we do? And we said, let's do a nonprofit. We didn't
Yeah.
realize how much work was involved in doing a nonprofit.
Just to get it
Just to get it
approved,
going.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. And a lot of people they start these organizations and they don't go the route and get it all the way through, and then they have a bunch of accounting problems.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We've got the banking girl. It
We're
has
taking
been
care
a
of
long process, but
Yeah, we talked about this a long time ago.
Yes.
She would get in touch with me when you were all set up,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
then it was several weeks
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
yeah, taken a long time. But I think we're on the way. I hope we help a lot of people in the city. I'd love to see this go bigger beyond Gloucester, but I want to get Gloucester taken care of first with Addison Gilbert and do more than we're
Mhm.
doing now and helping more people that we know about in the city,
Right.
you know.
Now, I know you're asking for, like you said, if anybody would like to donate, but can they donate any of these items or you want to pick out
They
the items?
should donate the items. The trouble is that I think some of the baskets have different items. And we use the biotine, we use the skin cream and a couple other products for the discomforts of the chemotherapy, the side effects. I think it would be easier because I have a small room in my home that I have all these things stored and I just pack the bags together and then put a pretty bow on it
Mm.
and deliver them to the hospital. Or if someone requests a bag from us, then I take it to the person that knows the person. I don't want to take it directly to the person. And in the hospital, I email the social worker and drop them at the front desk because it's a matter of privacy. I don't know who gets all the bags. I don't want to go up into the
Yeah.
chemotherapy unit at the hospital because it's confidential who's in there having
Yeah.
treatment. So we don't know who benefits from them, but the social worker has told us that they're very appreciative of the bags. And
And how many bags have you done?
Oh, we've done
hundreds.
Hundreds.
But we did them on our own. That's why
Yeah.
we became a nonprofit, because we were putting the money. Most bags cost us about $125 to $150 when we finally get all the products in it. So we were doing this on our own with our own money, and decided, we could reach so many more people if we could become a nonprofit
Right.
and have the funds. come in
Especially
for it.
when you hear this, how much sense it makes.
Mhm.
A lot of people have money. A lot of people, everybody's been, there's no one that hasn't been
Right.
affected by cancer. Right? And you hear it now, you get the word out, and it just snowballs from there.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. Barbara Murch says, my mother passed away last year from cancer, and she went through a grueling chemotherapy session, but she's not suffering anymore. So I appreciate what you ladies are doing to help people be a little more comfortable with what they're dealing with.
Yep.
Yeah. And Carla Benjamin, Joe, you haven't met the girls from Friends for Friends. We are a very determined group. Yeah.
It is.
We have most of the team members that did the Relay for Life with us
Around the board.
around the board. So many of them themselves have had cancer, and I'm happy to say are survivors. So I think, and I put a personal note in each bag to let people know that there's people out in the community that care.
Absolutely.
We might not know who you are, but we do care that you're going through treatment. And also, I think I've looked through many nonprofits. There aren't any nonprofits that I can find that are actually doing this for people, providing just a bag, except for
there's one organization out of Beverly that does do it. And they tend to reach more into the Boston area,
Yeah.
which would be nice if we could at some point someday too. But right now we want to take care of Cape Ann.
focus local.
And right, like we were saying, we give a couple bags every month to the hospital, but the hospital told us they could use like up to 15 bags
Wow.
a month. So
Which-
it's really prevalent.
Which
Yeah.
made me sad.
Yes.
It's a lot.
But it's a great program.
Mm-hmm.
It is so many people have talked about how they make them feel better about a
Right.
very horrible thing. And
Right.
it's I can't put it into words. Just that knowing that there's so many people out there that want to help, and it's great. It's great. You guys are just wonderful.
Thank you.
Joey, put the triple bananas up again.
Hit the two guys. There you go. Well, there it is. The triple banana rating.
We're
Can't-
bananas, so
You can't,
Bananas for a long time.
you can't get better than a triple banana rating. We reserve that for the unequivocal. There's no debate. Triple banana rating. Yeah,
you.
that is it right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, very simple. You can't. So there's no trickery with the actual when you go to Venmo. Friends for friends is it? It's not the number 4. It's spelled out. Friends for friends. So you want and you look for that logo as well. You good job on that, Pat. On point. That's why we call it on point. Oh,
But I did find Venmo.
there you go.
Yeah, when I went in, I think it made me put it under business, and we're still infants at this game.
Yes.
When you find the link, let us know. We'll update it. Yeah.
Thank you.
We're going to be setting up shortly here for our pop-up.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys can go up there and check that out a little bit later on. Ma, you going to come down and check out the pop-up? I know you're watching. So thank you guys for what you're doing. Jimmy, One last time, if you share the podcast and type shared, we're gonna go to Pat. We have
Yep.
3 prizes, and Pat's gonna show you what the prizes are.
Okay. Okay.
One second, Pat. I'm gonna go right here. Gift.
Gift. Cool. Gift shit from Pauline's. Just add some sour cream. This
Really
stuff
good
is
stuff.
yummy. It's very
Good
yummy.
stuff for the football game.
And the third prize is the large Machaca t-shirt, baseball sleeve style. Perfect for October. So if your number is called, you are going to say dip or koozie or shirt.
Do you guys have your phones with you?
Yeah, I do.
Did you share the podcast?
I did.
Oh, did you share it today?
Oh, today? No, I did
I'm gonna
not.
do it. We're gonna do it with you right now.
Okay.
So you'll be entered.
Okay. Woohoo.
They're listening. People want to hear how to do it.
Yeah.
Search. Right here.
No, I don't
Eyeglass, yeah.
have my glasses on.
There you go.
Oh, right there.
Scroll up, you'll find the podcast. Live stream right there,
Right?
right here. And you
Oh.
click share
Sure.
and then type, you can just press share now. And then,
There we go.
and then you put in a comment, you type share. So
We know. Like I know now, but otherwise I wouldn't know.
Yep. Oh, so anytime I'm watching.
Mhm.
This is what you do to win a prize.
Very good.
Wouldn't it be great if she won?
It would be. That would be
That'll
fun.
be something.
That would
And Pat does have the list. So she
Yes.
wins, it's not an inside job.
And we will ask people if they can stop down to pick them up if possible. Today until 2
Until 2.
at the shop, 95 East Main Street.
Yeah, and we'll. The, oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll pop up from, we're gonna start setting up right when the podcast is over, 10:30 to 2. We're gonna have hot mulled cider and a fire pit and Pat D's photos and her flags and her night lights and her photography, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff, and
Nice.
my Good Morning Gloucester apparel, including these are really good.
Woo, we are up to 20 shares. That's
20 years.
awesome.
Oh, Jessica R. Shimataro Sulavasco. See, that's what shows up. That's how we know it. We're gonna do the drawing right now.
So dip or koozie or shirt.
So yeah, so when you
If you
when
your
you
name number,
when we announce the number, if we say your name, the first person to reply in the comment gets their pick of which of it doesn't matter if you were picked first or not. It just says who replies first. So you said 22, Pat?
20.
20, okay, 20. 0, okay, and here we go. And you got Jessica Shimataro?
Yep, number
Okay.
20.
All right, here we go, first pick. Number 18.
Number 18 is Susan Loaska. Remember, I better
Hold
hold
on
it up.
that thing.
Here, see backwards. I thought they fixed that, but maybe when we're underway, it can't be fixed.
Is it? Yeah, it's backwards. So, okay, but you have to take it away from it. There's not a go. But you have to type what you want.
They could tell us what you want.
That is hilarious. Number 6, my lucky,
Number 6, Robert and Annette Spanks.
the Swingers. From,
So we have the shirt and the koozie.
before we do number 3, we gotta ask, they haven't been on the podcast. We have to ask them the podcast virgin questions.
Right.
So we're gonna pick number 3,
Okay.
just one moment.
Uh-oh.
And you do have a chance to enter. You can still share it, and if you haven't shared it before. Podcast virgin questions, you're on death row. It's a 2-part question. The warden comes in and he says, tomorrow's your day, we're gonna execute you tomorrow. We'll get you a sub from any sub shop anywhere in the world. not home cooked. Can't say my grandmother's, can't say mine. Has to be from an established business. What's your death row sub that they're gonna pick up for you? What's the order and where is it coming from?
Cheesesteak sub from Destino's.
Oh,
Ooh, that was, she had that one right.
I love how she answered it quickly. And we can pick our number 3 prize right after the. Another prize. These are gloss. These are gloss answers. Right?
Yeah.
Death row meal. Now, same thing. Same premise. Death row meal has to be from a restaurant, not home. What's the restaurant and what's the order?
Big Taddock, New England from the Blue Mountain.
Kate's favorite local place.
Let's see. I just had a meal at the Seaport Grill that was very good. They had seafood sliders.
Oh,
Yeah.
They were awesome. They had a spicy shrimp, they had lobster roll, and they had a baked fried haddock.
That sounds good.
Amazing.
That sounds like a lot.
It was a special though, so I don't know. They have it all, but it was amazing.
Okay.
Taddock, New England is not on the menu. You
I know it's insider information. This is what people come here. We're gonna pick.
So we did go there and say, Susan sent us.
Yeah, go ahead. It's for friends.
Yeah.
The shirt is going to this, whoever you pick right now.
Whoever gets picked right now, there's only one thing left, and it's the shirt. Number 2.
Number 2, Sarah Gray.
Sarah Gray, who's coming today to the pop-up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sarah will bring it up.
Yeah,
We'll bring it to the pop-up for you. Thank you guys for all that you're doing.
Thank you for having us on and spreading the word.
We really appreciate it. We're gonna leave here right now, and we're gonna rush to set up on the hill and get the fire pit going. Do we have any volunteers to manage the fire? Still looking for someone to manage the fire while we set up. There's that. All right. For Pat Dalpiaz, Jimmy Dalpiaz, Sue and Sue, that's our program today. Everybody have a great day.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all.
Little town with big news. 411, come get the scoop. Wake up with Joe and the rest of his crew. It's good morning, Gloucester, to you. Oh, it's good morning, Gloucester.